What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 1 battle for the PCL. Today we're facing off against Shay, coach of the Dallas Starmies. So we got a bit of a Shay versus Shay game going on today. Should be a lot of fun. I think that's what he's actually naming the title of this video. I'm not going to use that name, at least I don't think I will, unless I'm very unoriginal, which I am. But anyways, let's get into the matchup, guys, because we have a really good battle for you guys today with, honestly, a very surprising team my opponent brought. And I'm going to explain this to you guys first. So my nicknames aren't great right now because I just couldn't think of anything. So a lot of the time, I think I just have like I named my Victini AJ, which is just after a friend AJ. I named my Coco World Star because I used that in the WPL and I called it World Star. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully by the time this video goes up, you guys will be able to give me some more ideas for the nicknames for these 11 Pokemon. Anyways, I also felt like this was one of those weeks where I could have literally brought every single one of my Mons except for like Gourgeist, and that's saying something. Every single one of my Mons I could have brought except for Gourgeist, which was crazy. I think I was really only looking at about 9 of them. I don't think I was really looking at Alolan Raichu, but I do feel like it could have come this match and been pretty successful because it does get access to a grass coverage for that Lantern, which Coco kind of struggles a bit with to deal with. Anyways, so my opponent has a team of Garchomp, Sylveon, Roserade, Uxie, Hitmonlee, a Lantern with Z-moves, so for that Z Heal Bell, it works really well. He's got Protean Greninja, which completely wrecks my entire team. I have no switch-ins at all, which is horrifying, especially when he brings a low kick on it to deal with Snorlax. We then have Entei, Kartana with Z-moves, and he also has the Palo Sand and the Mega Beedrill. Well, we have the Coco Luchacore, we have Nidoqueen, Snorlax, Alolan Persian, Gourgeist, Victini, Skarmory, Manaphy with Z-moves, Raichu Alolan Form with Z-moves, Mega Altaria, and that is it. Now let's get into what we actually brought for this week. So let's see if I actually made notes on it. I think I did. So to start off, we have our Victini here, which is Choice Bandit. It's got V-Create, Bolt Strike, U-Turn, and Trick. Our speed is for Timid, Roserade, and below. V-Create is just there because duh, it's V-Create. Bolt Strike, 2 KOs Entei. U-Turn because duh, and Trick because I didn't know what else. I was thinking about Glaciate for the Garchomp, but Bandit V-Create does like 50% to uninvest the Garchomp too, which is ridiculous. So I'm going to take that. Next up though, we have our Tapu Koko here, which is Kebia Berry this week. We are T-Bolt, Dazzling Gleam, U-Turn, and Defog. We have enough speed for Timid Greninja. We have Kebia Berry for Beedrill, of course. I also made Shuckle Berry because the Bee gets momentum, but the Beedrill gets momentum and the Garchomp doesn't, so the Garchomp will be more likely to stay in and attack. And if he does, I have my Skarmory in the back to just be a really good check to that thing. So because of that, I decided to be Kebia Berry because just in case the Beedrill wanted to go for a U-turn or something, I'd be safe. But anyways, that's that. Next though, we have our Hawlucha here. We have speed is for, well, speed was for Scarf Ninja at +2, then it was for max speed Hitmonlee at +2, and then it became enough for Timid Roserade at neutral. So I decided to say, screw it, I'll do that. That way, if he does bring the Roserade, I can still go into my my Hawlucha, not pop my Unburden, and then go for attacks, or maybe even set up and just try and go for game right there in case his Beedrill, or no, not even his Beedrill can't really touch my my Hawlucha, but let's say his Greninja is gone, I could really put in a lot of work there. Yeah, next up though, we have our Manaphy here. Speed is there for something, Creeping Altaria, so we have 108 special attack. This allows us to always KO Entei after rocks if he's just max speed, max attack, which I assume he will be. Then we have the HP and defense. It makes so that Bandit Sacred Fire has a 1.1 chance only to 1% chance to 3 KO, and it also maxes out our other defenses, which is really important. But yeah, so I don't think I went over the spread. We're 108 HP, 76 defense, 108 special attack, 4 special defense, and 212 speed with Surf, Energy Ball, Ice Beam, and Tail Glow with the Rindo Berry. And the Rindo Berry there is there for the Kartana pretty much. Next up though, we have our Skarmory here, which is Rocky Helmet this week, Impish Nature, with Rocks, Roost, Spikes. Actually, no, I took off Spikes. Sorry, I have Whirlwind now instead. And then I also have Brave Bird. We have 244 HP, 36 defense, and 228 special defense. We're never 2 KO'd by neutral Garchomp's Fire Blast. I was debating swapping out Spikes for Whirlwind, or Whirlwind for Spikes, like I was saying before, but I really didn't know, and I mentioned I went with Whirlwind because I felt like just the phasing out is really important, and potentially getting up Spikes is a bit, like, it's not as useful as it would look. Like, what he brought 5 Mons that are grounded, but he's not going to do too much switching, I don't think, even though, 4 of his Mons have momentum. I just didn't feel he was going to do a lot of switching, so I'm comfortable not having Spikes. I'm a Whirlwind instead. It also helps me deal with potential Swords Dance Kartana, it helps me deal with Garchomp Swords Dancing, it helps me deal with a lot of things that are just trying to set up. Next up though, we have, I was going to bring Snorlax here, but then I felt like I should probably switch to Mega Altaria, and that's what I did. So we have our Mega Altaria here. We have Natural Cure as our ability before. We have Impish Nature, of course, 244 HP, 196 defense, 68 speed with Roost, Return, Earthquake, and Dragon Dance. I do have max attack on this, not max attack, max happiness on this set. I made sure of it, and yeah, so our speed is that. So at +2, we always outspeed Mega Beedrill. I'm also never 3 KO'd by any banded Entei attack except for Double Edge and Stone Edge. So yeah, basically this is going to be our Entei answer, but he didn't even bring Entei, and yeah, look, my team gets completely destroyed by Protean Greninja. If he has Water Move, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Low Kick, then he's going to just obliterate me. Then my only answer is the Manaphy, so yeah, that's kind of crazy. I just have to kind of not get lucky, but not get lucky, but hope I can beat that thing and just really, like, let's say I can get my Coco on it while it's still water type. That's a good thing. And like the Lantern's a problem. Like basically the two biggest threats on this team to me are the Lantern and the Greninja that he brought. So let's get into the battle because you guys have been waiting long enough. That's a pretty long team builder. Let me know, guys, if you want me to do team builders though. That's one of the questions I'm asking for, the common question of the day. Just should I do team builders for the PCL? It would be a separate video going up the day before the upload, so it would be Fridays. So let me know. Last season I did it for the ICBA, and they didn't do so well. Some people really enjoy them, other people just didn't even bother watching. So I felt like I should probably kind of just leave it be and just not do team builders. But it's up to you guys. Just let me know. Anyways, let's get into it. So looking at his team, he brought the Greninja, the Beedrill, Mega Beedrill, that is, the Uxie, the Lantern, the Garchomp, and the Kartana. I want to lead off with my Victini here. I felt like I could bluff a Scarf on this thing, and if he led with anything except for the Garchomp or the what is it called, Greninja, I could just click V-Create or U-Turn. And if you led with the Garchomp, I'd be switching out. If you led with Greninja, I would try and play Grounded, I guess, but yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start off this recording. I don't know when exactly we're going to hop into the battle, but that's basically my plan here. Lead with Victini and try and obliterate things early on. And I think that's the way I have to kind of go about this season sometimes, because my offense is really, really strong. I kind of have to just pressure my opponents, so that's what I'm going to do. But he leads out here with Froppy, which is his Greninja, of course, and this is just a shit lead for us right off the bat. It really sucks. In comes AJ though, and AJ is going to click U-turn here because I am, I was in a weird mood that night, and I clicked U-turn on a Greninja, which definitely would have outsped me unless he was Scarfed. Unless he was Scarfed. Unless I was Scarfed. Yeah. But I go for the U-turn here, and we're going to do a decent chunk of damage to this Lantern. I was checking the calcs, and I was like, okay, this thing could just be max HP, it could be max defense, it could, like, there's tons of things that it could be because of its random, really weird HP spread, or attack spread. But anyways, right here I go to my Altaria, and I'm going to click the Dragon Dance right now. Now the reason I do this is because I want to threaten whatever comes in, because I know he's going to go for the Volt Switch. And if he does go for, sorry, if he doesn't go for the Volt Switch, if he does go for the Ice Beam, let's say, then I will be able to not be 2-KO by the hit, because he has to be like modest natured and like max special attack to be able to 2-KO me. So I'm hoping he stays and goes for a Scald, but you're going to see here he's actually just going to go for the Volt Switch, and this is going to do nothing to me, and this shows me he actually has 0 investment in his special attack, which is very good to know just in case for the future, because at this point I won't be like 2-KO'd on certain things with like Ice Beam or Scald or whatever it may be. But he goes into his Kartana here, and I'm going to pause it because I really wanted to just go for Earthquake here, and I wouldn't outspeed. I would live the Smart Strike unless he was like Bandit or Life Orb or something like that, but I chickened out. I should have gone for the Earthquake here, but it was my play, I think. But he's actually revealed later on to me that he doesn't have the Smart Strike. So, yeah. Anyways, I switch out now, and that's just so bad. Oh, God. And in comes TKO. My Skarmory on his Lantern. Now, this Lantern, it's not a big deal. I won't be 2-KO'd by Volt Switch into a T-Bolt, but he does outspeed me, so that shows me he has some speed investment. So he's probably just a very bulky Lantern with speed instead of his special attack. So you see there, we're actually out of range of a Lantern's, what is it called? Oh my God, I'm trying to think of, what is it? A Lantern's Thunderbolt from this range, which is excellent because of our special defense EVs, and that's really important to know because I really want to make sure that I can actually survive that hit, just so I can really check the Mega Beedrill, and I can always just go for a Roost on like the Uxie or the Garchomp even, whatever it may be. But I send in my Manaphy here, and he goes for the hidden power, and he reveals its hidden power Electric, and I didn't expect this. And from his damage, I can tell he's either modest or he's Expert Belt, and he's Expert Belt. So I have to sack up my Manaphy here. Yeah, that really sucks. I wish I had my, like, Because it's stab, it 2 KOs, which is wild. Like, this is why Protein Greninja is so strong. Against a team like mine, it's really good because I don't have as many options to answer it, but because he has so much good coverage. But I'm happy I only have to play it once. Anyways, I really feel like I have a good chance, but I'm not going to go for the electric move here because he is the electric type. It's not going to do that much to him. So I go for the U-turn here. We do a decent chunk of damage to him, not too much, and he's going to be able to just do whatever he wants and pretty much kill my Coco, so that's why I went for the U-turn there. And I go into my Altaria, and I want to see what he does, and he goes for the Hydro Pump, and he turns into the water typing, and he misses. So I will take that 100%. I definitely need all the help I can get against this Greninja because it's so scary. And at this point, I know he had the Ice Beam. I knew it. It was either that or Gunk Shot, and from the way he's playing it, he definitely had the Ice Beam, being all special and stuff, and we're going to lose our Altaria turn, whatever, 6 or something. So not a really good start at all. We're down 6-4, and we're not looking good to start our PCL season. But then comes our Coco again. He is the Ice type, and I can go for the Electric type move. I believe I go for the Dazzling Gleam here, if I'm not mistaken. I think I do that because, yeah, I go for the Dazzling Gleam because I want to make sure that I hit the Lantern coming in. But he goes into his Garchomp for some reason. I really didn't expect that at all, but he did. And I mean, Garchomp's 2 KO by this. There's no way he can survive it. And now I risk it, now I risk him being scarfed, but I don't think he would be. And I KO him there with the Dazzling Gleam. So thankfully he wasn't scarfed. If he was scarfed, then we would have lost our Coco right there, which really sucks. But at this point, he might think we are scarfed. Who knows? But he sends in LB, which is obviously his Mega Beedrill, and I want to go for the. I want to pause it. I'm Berry. I am, so I can live a Poison Jab if you choose to go for it. I should also probably have swapped out into my Skarmory here to pick up some more damage on him, but we'll see what I do. So he's going to build the Mega Ball. I'm going to stay in, and I believe I clicked the T-Bolt here. Now I clicked the T-Bolt here because I thought he was going to go for the Poison Jab, and Shay's a good player. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should just start making more predictions, I guess. But yeah, I should have probably just gone for another Dazzling Gleam here, or a U-turn, whatever it be. If I gone for if he had gone for the Poison Jab, I would have lived a hit. I should have gone for the Dazzling Gleam or U-turn, whatever it be. I definitely should have gone for the U-turn here because Thunderbolt now comes out, and Thunderbolt's going to heal him up pretty much to just about full, and that's really unfortunate because this thing's already going to be so difficult for me to take down. So right now I have to go for the Dazzling Gleam. And the reason I go for the Dazzling Gleam right now instead of switching out and preserving the health of my Coco is because I felt like getting damage on this thing was more important. I also find out that he's definitely not Assault Vest from that damage. So he goes for the Volt Switch there, and now he'll be able to go out into whatever he wants. And he's going to actually go out, I believe, into his, well, he goes out into this thing, his Kartana, and I'm going to pause it. So if he has a Sash, it's broken, but I can't tell. Well, I can't KO him. I guaranteed can't KO him, for sure. It's stupid. I can't KO him. Oh my god. Kartana has no special defense. The reason I can't KO him is because we are not in terrain, and it's also resisted. So, unless I had Hidden Power Fire, yeah. So I'm going to switch out here, because I need to keep my Coco alive to reset up terrain for my Hawlucha back at the end of the game. I need to make sure my Hawlucha has enough HP to handle things, and make sure that it's able to come in terrain. But you see, he's going to go for the Defog here, and that's really unfortunate. So, yeah, it just is. It sucks. But now right here, I make a big misplay. I know he's going Greninja here. He has to go Greninja. I could go for one of three things. I can go for the Whirlwind, I can go for the Brave Bird and just go for damage, or I can go and switch out into something appropriate. What I should have done is I switched out something appropriate. That's what I should have done. What I did was click Whirlwind. Now I click Whirlwind here for two reasons. One, because if he decides to stay and just keep clicking Defog, then he'll win that battle as I get up rocks. The other thing is, if he goes Greninja, which he probably will be because Greninja is a complete monster against my team and basically a free switch every time this thing comes in, especially because I no longer have rocks up. If he does that, then he'll be able to just OHKO whatever he wants. If he goes for Hidden Power Electric right now, which he probably would, he will be able to but he'll be able to live my T-Bolt in terrain for my Coco, so that's not a good sign. So my play right now is I have to switch out into my Coco here, but I don't do that because I click Whirlwind. So he's going to switch out here, and he's going to go into his Greninja, which I predicted, and stupidly, I decided to go for the Whirlwind. I should have switched out because that took away all the luck involved. Now, he basically has, because of the Whirlwind here, he has left his Kartana, he has left his Greninja, he has left his Lantern, his Uxie, and his Kartana, Uxie, Lantern, and Beedrill. So he has all left. If he sends in anything except for the Lantern here, I'm in a good spot. End of story, because I can get up rocks, I can switch out again, I can do whatever I need to do. But, let's see what he gets sent into. He gets sent into Motel 6, his Lantern. And that's okay, that's okay. I can go for the rocks here, get my rocks here, and he's going to go for T-Bolt. I live this 100% of the time, I'm all good. But once you know it, we get crit. Yeah, we live that hit, it sucks. That's just how it goes. So now we can't get up rocks, now our answer to Beedrill's gone. That really sucks, but I can send my Victini here. If I got him rocks up, we would live that hit great. He would have probably gone off the volt switch or whatever. I would have ended up sacking off my Starmy, which it's fine, okay? Having rocks up was super important because I would be able to chip down this damn lantern. Unlike the V crate here, it does the most amount of damage. It has a roll to KO him here if he's not like max HP, max defense, and like an impish nature pretty much. But we'll see here. This does a ton of damage, but he doesn't die. And what is he gonna do here? He's gonna do something really smart. He's gonna be the item that I didn't expect him to be. He's Z Heal Bell. Yeah. Really, really, really rough way to start our season because at this point here, we could 2 KO him. We need to get rolls, but yeah. So Z Heal Bell, and look who's back to full. Water break. Anyways, V-Crate comes out again. Hopefully we can KO him here, or KO him with the 2 KO there. So V-Crate comes out, and it's going to do a decent chunk of damage to him. Not enough to, you know, get the roll the next one. I think we got a low roll on that one, maybe a mid roll on the other one. Maybe it was a high roll, I'm not sure. And in comes the Scald here. And Scald won't KO us, even though we're at -2. It's going to bring us pretty damn close to dying. And I probably should have switched out into my Coco here, but I didn't. Whatever. And down goes my Victini. I should have kept this thing alive. But at this point, I can send in my Tapu Koko here. Coco won't even be able to pick up a kill on this thing because it's so damn fat. But it's not looking good for us, guys. It really isn't. So Coco's going to be able to go for the Dazzling Gleam here. A Dazzling Gleam into a U-turn should be good. And the reason I want to do that is because Dazzling Gleam into U-turn will allow me to then go into my Hawlucha. And he'll have to go into his Uxie. And I can really chip that thing down. And I should be able to be fine from there because I can set up on the Uxie depending on what his moveset is. So yeah, I go for the Dazzling Gleam here, and we do a decent chunk of damage to him, enough that we'll be able to kill him with the U-turn. But he's going to go for the Scald here, and if he burns us, that's really big. He burns us. That sucks. Yeah. So we're not going to die to the next hit. We'll die to the hit after. So I can't go for the U-turn anymore, though. I have to go for the Dazzling to kill this thing. That's the only option I have. So Dazzling comes out. Dazzling picks up a kill. Coco picks up the second kill of the game. And he's going to be able to now go into, if I were him, I would go into the Beedrill and just click the U-turn here. And I'm going to pause it because I was thinking I won't pause it. I was thinking about going to Hawlucha here, but I ended up staying in. And it was the Tailwind. And if I had gone Hawlucha, I would have been in a perfect spot. I was like, that was the perfect thing for me to do. Why? Because he went for Tailwind, like I literally brought the timer down to like 5 seconds. If I had gone into my Hawlucha there, I would be able to set up a free Sword Dance and then been able to still outspeed everything on his team. And I would still been able to be in a good spot because he would have had to go, hard into his Greninja? He couldn't do that. He couldn't risk it. He had to go hard into his Uxie, which I'd be able to set up on. So it depends on what he had. He probably had Thunderbolt or Psychic on it. I don't know if I died to either of them, but I might have. And yeah, so at this point, we're not going to outspeed the Greninja, and that's going to be the game. So it really sucks. We're going to pick up a 3-0 loss to start this season. Greninja's a monster. It just is. If it was Battle Ball Greninja, it would have been fine. If it was Torn Greninja, obviously it would have been fine. It's just the fact that he had Stab on his Ice Beam and Stab on his Hidden Power Electric, that he was able to KO my Altaria and KO my Manaphy. That really sucks, but it's okay. GG to Shay. He had a really good game plan in mind. He executed it well. It was a good game. He told me, actually, by the way, he lost to Dragon Dance Mega Altaria 100% of the time. If I had either Dragon Dance again on that Kartana, or I had gone for the what is it called, the Earthquake, I would have won, because guess what? He didn't have Smart Strike. He was scarfed with like Defog and like Leaf Blade and I think Knockoff and maybe Sacred Sword for the Snorlax. So I don't know what to say. If I had just stayed in, we would have picked up a 6-0 win right there. Because after 2 Dragon Dances, we outspeed the Beedrill. We don't die from the Beedrill, so we would have damn. Mistakes were made. Hindsight is 2020, but that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video, and of course subscribe to the channel, and make sure to hit the notification bell next to my name so you get notified whenever I post another PCL video, another ICPA video, BBL video, all of these that we're doing right now. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and also join my Discord server, The Ocean, is linked in the description of every single one of my videos. We have an amazing community over there, and I really suggest you guys come by and check it out. Also, guys, if you have any suggestions for mics I can purchase, let me know. I'm looking at a blue Yeti or a blue Snowball, so just let me know if you guys like do content creation and you guys have any preferences for a specific mic. Let me know that too. And guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out Shay. His link will be in the description below, and check out the rest of the coaches in the PCL. And once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys all next time.